I got all dolled up for you, and then was running out of time. So I went to do my first walk. And so now you get me like this. I hope everybody had an amazing holiday. I know that we did. Really cool thing happened though is when we were opening gifts at 6:30 in the morning, because my son was up at 4 and could not go back to sleep, I got an email from YouTube saying that I was monetized, which I am so thrilled about. One of the things that I can do now is I can launch memberships. There are a couple different levels. One is just the $1.99, hey, I love you, here's some support, which is going to be amazing. $4.99, we will be doing members only live streams. I hope once a week, that is my intention, but we'll feel it out with you guys. And then the third one, it's a little bit pricey. It's $14.99. That will get you access to the members only Discord. Now, I intentionally placed it at a higher price point because I want to have everybody to have skin in the game. I want people who are in this Discord to be motivated, to be really in the community. We are going to be discussing our goals, our financial goals, our marital goals, our fitness goals, like before and after pictures, things that are vulnerable. I want it to be a community where we are really able to be open, honest, and raw with each other. And I thought that with everybody having to commit to the community, it would make it a more intentional place. Okay, and then the last one, it's like something bonkers. It's like $50, and that's because when I went to submit for review, YouTube, they have to review what your levels are, what your levels are, what your perks are going to be. And when you go to submit it, they're like, are you sure? Because there are no takesies, backsies. You know, if you need to adjust later, you have to just like demolish that membership level and rebuild anew. And I panicked, and I was like, okay, maybe there's one more. Like, what if down the road something amazing like gets made and created, and we're going to do something crazy and I'm going to need it? So highly don't recommend that level for anyone. That's insane. The $15.99, that gives you everything that I can do. I threw that other one out there because it was just a panic decision that I made. Okay, let's move on to actually making our vision board and then going through that journal that I bought. I've never actually done a vision board before. I attempted this several different times, but the filming just didn't work out. And now watching it back, I can see that ring light is really messing me up, but it's way too late for anything to change, so you guys will just have to bear with me. I chose disciplined, specifically I am disciplined, as my mantra for 2024, and my key word is going to be transformative. The main goals that I decided to focus on will be fitness, home, travel, family, and YouTube. And then I have like sub little targets under there. Like in fitness, it's to complete Hard 75, which is a 75-day challenge. 24% body fat is my ultimate goal. Travel, I'd like to go to the Albuquerque Balloon Festival and to also see Maine. In family, it is our 15-year anniversary. Mark and I have been married for 15 years, but we've been together for about 21. I'd like to take my family to see Hawaii. It's where my husband and I met, and I think it'd be really cool for my kids to see. Now, under YouTube, I wrote 100,000 subs, and then I really waffled on it. It felt like that is like my dream goal, but it felt a little too much for an annual vision board. So I did put it down to 10,000 subs, which is also extraordinarily ambitious. But I don't know, I feel bad that I downsized my dream, but I also wanted to put something that is still wildly crazy, but vaguely achievable, I suppose. Plus 120 videos, which is just 2 videos a week, plus Vlogmas. Home, I wrote decorate with stuff on walls. Now, my husband and I, we have moved about every 5 years since we have known each other. And so we just have the tendency to not put stuff on the walls, and it makes our home feel very transient. I want to change that this home. I want to have a homey home. And of course, I want to keep it clean. And then I did decide to tuck down their garden because I forgot that that was one of my big goals, which doesn't bode well for a big goal if you forget it. I do want to have 3 beds where I plant things that survive and turn into vegetables and fruits. And then I also would like to participate in the 2025 Pantry Challenge. That's a thing on YouTube that some homesteaders do that They just survive off of things that they grew themselves or put up, whatever's out of their pantry for the month of January. And it feels like a very cool, ambitious thing to do. So I just threw on a bunch of different pictures that I got out of an actual vision board magazine that you can buy off of Amazon. I find that wild. I did not know that was a thing. And just put it on with some ticky tack. And I think that it turned out pretty decently. Maybe not the best, but here is the final vision of it. I'm going to make my husband hang it in my room, and I think it will turn out great. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the planner that I got. I thought it was a full year. This is only 1 quarter. It only has 3 months worth, but it makes sense once you see what's going on in here. Okay, you can get this bound loose leaf, but I got it in the coils. I actually wouldn't do that again. When I'm starting to write over here, like my hand gets in the way and I don't like it. I would get loose leaf next time. And it has a little QR to help you figure out how you want to set your goals. So in the first one here are annual goals. I only got a little bit going in here. I'm going to fill it out more as I feel inspired to fill it out. I'm not going to start using this until the first of the year because that's when it's designed to start. And there's something really delicious about the new year starting on a Monday. I don't know, it just feels exactly perfect. And I feel like that should always happen. Okay, so in here you can set your goal details. It has the zones that you should focus on, and then you write your statements. I'm just writing my initial one because I have written these so much in depth. Here it's my fitness one. I will improve my fitness by completing hard 75. This is because this is just my quarter 1 goal, not my whole life goal. My motivations: feel better, improve longevity, look better, and you're supposed to rank them. And come on, I was honest. It's for the looks. And then yeah, sure, maybe I want to live longer and feel better, but let's be honest. Okay. The next steps for this one, I wrote, do the hard 75 checklist, follow the 30-day fasting resets, then repeat twice because I will be doing it for the full month. And then CrossFit 3 times a week, stretch 10 minutes a day. And then it said celebration, how you'll celebrate. I wrote new workout clothes. I'm not 1,000% attached to that. So then I have the YouTube goal. I have my homemaking goal. Obviously, I have other goals that I need to continue to fill in. I just haven't yet, but it does give you space for 10 different goals. If you look down here, it has a streak tracker. For this goal, it has month 1, month 2, month 3, and you check it off. It's just a nice little habit tracker that they rebranded as Streak Tracker and then trademarked. It has the layouts for your 3 months for the first quarter. And then the 12-month view. I did not fill this out because I do not have a 12-month view right this moment. Daily rituals. Now I like this. I am looking forward to really thinking about it and writing out what I'm going to do in the morning. So it has morning, evening, workday startup, and then workday shutdown, how we're going to wind down. Ideal week. I've been reading about this a lot. I think I need to put it on a computer spreadsheet so I can move things around. I feel like I am going to handwrite in my ideal Monday with pen and then be like, oh, you know what? That sucks. I wish this was here. And then I'm going to get really bitter at myself. So I'm going to do it like on a Google Doc first and then handwrite it in here later. Project tracker, I'm just going to use this as my goals. Here we have our weekly preview. You can see it says weeks and quarters. It's going to count it down. I kind of enjoy that. It will give me like motivation because I love it when things count down as opposed to moving up, like first week of January, second week of January. I like it because it feels like I am moving through time faster, and I'll get a little bit more of a panic when I'm closer to the 3, 2, 1, where I really, really want to force myself to hit my goals. But here, after the 3 to 5 biggest wins of the week, how far did you get on your weekly big 3? This is the big 3s that I want to do for next week. Because look down here, weekly big 3. Based on your goals and projects, pick 3 objectives for the coming week. So this page makes sense next week after we fill out this page. How far did you get on your big 3 that we're going to pick out? What worked, what didn't, why? What will you continue or change? I do like this reflection. I think weekly reflection is going to be very big for me this year because I really need to see what is working, and I am going to stick with things for a full quarter and review and see if it's working. Goal, review, and list sweep. Review your goals, lists, and notes. Update your task manager. That has this up here where you can check off whether or not you did it. Streak tracker. That's annoying. It's just a habit tracker. Just say habit tracker. Anyways, habit tracker right here. And then rejuvenation, 3 ways to sleep, eat, move, connect, or relax a bit better this week. Obviously, you have your week at a view here. And then it breaks it down into the actual days. I do like this, your daily big 3. So you take your weekly big 3, break down what do you absolutely need to accomplish Monday. This I can write here, but I can also put it on my whiteboard in the kitchen that I bought from Hobby Lobby. So that is, if it's in the book, I'm still not going to see it. If I write it down in the morning, I'm going to forget that it happened by mid-morning. So I'm going to write it here, write it on the whiteboard that I have to see, and then I can get it done. Other tasks, and then it tells you how to do this. Breaks it down by the hour. Check off whether or not you did your morning weekday work startup, workday shutdown, and evening ritual. And then notes for the day. Now here I really enjoy, one of my goals is to journal for 2 minutes each day about something that happened that day that I might want to remember. It is a technique that I am learning from a book I'm reading called Storytelling. It's an interesting book. It's kind of an emotional book. It pulls up a lot of memories that you don't really remember that you had, which I love. And here he also says that it slows down life, because as you take really good notice of moments every single day, it makes the days go slower. And you know the whole phrase that the days go slow, but the years go fast. He says it slows down the years for you too. You feel like you're more engaged with your life. And so I love that. And then daily win. I'm excited to have that because I do win every single day. And I think it's important for you guys to know that. Let's see what happens at the end of the week. Saturday and Sunday, just as intense. I like that. And then it goes weekly preview, which is hilarious because this is review, preview. And we do this for an entire quarter. Okay, let's see. And the back, is there any quarter in a review situation? Quarterly why do they keep calling it a preview? Okay, so quarterly preview, it's a review. After action review, refer to your goals from the quarter. How far did you get? What worked? What didn't? What will you continue? What will you change? And then the next quarter overview, which is what the preview would be. Okay, I've got to stop being so petty about this, but pretty annoying to be honest. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be using. That doesn't close very handily. Okay, that is what I'm going to be using for my goal tracking and planning and mapping this quarter. At the end of the quarter, we'll see if I actually like it. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I can't wait to see how you guys are planning out your vision board. I'd love it if you could join me over in that Discord and we can share goals and dreams and community with each other. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.